Hello student, today in this segment we are going to study NCERT class 6 history chapter 4 in the earliest cities. Before starting this chapter, what point we have to cover in this chapter? Saving an old building, the story of Harappa, what was the special about the cities, houses, drain and streets. So this 4 point we are going to discuss in the first segment of this video. So now you're thinking about the earlier cities, what the earlier cities means. Like if you recall from the previous classes in the GK, you have the question arises that what is the Harappan civilization? So the Harappan civilization, which we used to call it in Hindi, is the Harappa Sabhyata, means where the earlier, like if you recall from your first chapter, you have learned that how the earlier people used to live in the you can say in the forest as the hunter and gatherers. Later on, when their mind developed, they used to start eating the food. What kind of food? The you can say the raw food, the raw vegetable, the raw meat, and then later on when they come to know how they have to do the agriculture, so they start developing the human settlement. Then later on with their mind developed, then they used to know by their own self that what kind of particular grain is important for them to do the agriculture. Like mostly what kind of agriculture they do? The wheat, the paddy means the rice, the potato and the sugar again. So most of the things they used to do this kind of agriculture and this kind of crop. And on the particular land, on the later on they used to come to know on the particular land they can do the multiple types of the cropping. Then how the people used to live nearby on the bank of the river only because they choose that kind of place where they easily used to get each and everything. First and the foremost thing, the river, different types of the tools where they used to make from the stone, from the wood, from the bones. Then they used to get the different types of, you can see it, they used to preserve in the you can say the things which is made from the pot. And after that we talk about, they used to put in the which is made up from the bamboo, and they used to put the particular things, the particular grains in the pit. The pit is what, जो गड्ढा खोद के जो नीचे एक वो पिट एक गड्ढा बनाते थे, they used to put in that grains to preserve for the next you can say for the next cultivation. Then later we come to know that the slowly and gradually they come to know that what kind of the animals they have to put with them as the domestic animal for the rearing as well as for the protection. And then first it starts with the dog, the goat, the cow, the bull. So they earlier they their forefather, or you can say the ancestor, they were the you can say the wild animals. The later on by the evidence which we used to get by the archaeologists, by the scientists, by the geologists, by we come to know that the forefathers of these animals were the wild animals. But slowly and gradually when the people used to put them with them, so that this animal used to help them in the agriculture, and we used to help them to give them the security. Then later on now we come to know about in the history that how the people have started making the buildings, they became the cities, how they used to live at that time, because at that time most of the people were not educated, they were not the civilized one. So how they used to start making the buildings, how they start making the big bathtub, how they start making the drainage, how they start making the different channels, how they start doing the agriculture with the different crops, then how they start making the two-floor buildings. All those things we're going to learn in this chapter, that how much is the Harappan civilization is important for us, and it is one of the oldest civilization of the world, and it is used to be considered as the best civilization of the you can say the world. And Harappan civilization is seen nearby the river, that is the Indus. If you recall from the first chapter where I show you, the Indus river starts from the Himalaya, then from the J&K, from Jammu and Kashmir to the Punjab, to the Himachal, and it's going towards, when it divided into different channels, the Satluj and all that stuff, then it's to go towards the Pakistan, and it mix with the Arabian Sea. So the Indus river where we find, or you can say the Sindhu river, the Hindi name is the Sindhu river, where we find this civilization, where how the early people used to live in this build in the big house with the two floors. They have the big bathing tub where they used to take the bath over there. Then used to make the different channels for the, you can say, the drainage system. Then they used to put the grains in the pot, in the bamboo basket, and in the pit. Then how the people used to know how to do the different kinds of agriculture over a period of time. Then they used to put the animal in their houses, which whosoever the you can say what are the animals which used to have them in the agriculture for the rearing and for the guiding purpose as well. So these are all the things which we are going to learn in this chapter. So it starts with the first page, a story, a saving an old building. Jaspal and Harpreet were playing the cricket in the lane outside their home when they noticed that the people who were admiring and dilapidated old building that the children call the haunted house. Now the children used to call it as the haunted house. Look at the architecture, said one of the man. Have you seen the fine wood carving? Asked one of the women. We must write to the minister so that she make the arrangement to repair, preserve this beautiful house. Why they wondered, would anybody be interested in the old or the run down the house? The story of the another story of the Harappa started. What the story is about. Very often, old building have a story to tell. Yes, we have the idea. The you can say the old heritage, or you can say the old buildings. They have the story to telling that this particular building is 100 years old. This particular building is 50 years old. So they have their own story. Like if our house is like consider it's 100 years old. So we can tell the people, yes, our house is 100 years old, and till today it exists over there. So nearly 150 years ago, when the railway lines were laid down, the first time in the Punjab, engineers turned up to site the Harappa is the present day Pakistan. In the present day Pakistan, we find this site that is the Harappa. To them, it seems it's like a mound that was a rich source of ready-made, because that time the people don't know how to use the machine, because that time there was no machine. They used to do all the work with their hands by using the stone, by take the help of all the resources which we used to get from the nature. So they carried off the thousands of the bricks from the walls of the old building of the city to build the railway lines. So they are using thousands of bricks of the wall of the old building in the city and build the railway lines. Many buildings was completely destroyed. Now the many of the buildings were completely destroyed. Then about 80 years ago, archaeologists found the site and realized that this was one of the oldest city in the subcontinent. Now this one is the oldest city of the subcontinent, as this was the first city to be discovered. This was the first city to be discovered. All the other sites from where similar building and the other things were found were described as the Harappa. This developed about 4,700 years. You can take the approx around 5,000 a year ago. We used to get this thing where the Harappan site was present day in Pakistan, and so some of the few sites we find in the Gujarat, in the Rajasthan and the Maharashtra. You will going to learn later on this chapter where we used to find this, just like the Lothal we used to find in the Gujarat, Mohenjo-daro which you used to find in the present day Pakistan, and the other places which you find in the India as well as in the Pakistan. So what was the special about this city? Which I already explained you in the brief, like the bathing tubs, the two-floor buildings, then the different channel system, then they're doing the different kinds of agriculture. Because the people are not educated, but by their own self, they learn from the nature that what kind of building they want to make, what kind of house they want to make, what kind of bathing system they want to, what kind of drainage system they want to make, and what kind of agriculture they want to do. So many of the cities were divided into two or more parts. Usually, the part was west was smaller. And you can see this map first. Then you have the idea. This is the Harappan side. The first is the Mohenjo-daro, that is in the present day Pakistan. Then you will find the Harappa. Then the Raki Gari, Kali Bagan and Ganiwal, Chahudaro, Dolavari, Surkodla and Lothal. This you find the site in the Rajasthan, some part of them, and somewhere in and some of them in the Gujarat. So these are the Harappan site where we find the oldest civilization of this world, which we used to call it as the Harappan civilization. Many of the world cities divided into two or more parts. Usually, the part of the west was smaller, but the higher. But the small part was the smaller, but the higher. Archaeologists describe this as the Citadel. Now, archaeologists call this as the Citadel. Generally, the part of the east was larger, but the lower. Because if we talk about the eastern India, where you country, it was larger, but the lower. This is called the lower town. Very often was backed brick were built Now the most of the houses are made up of the bricks which were big. मतलब जो बहुत से जो घर थे ईंट के बने हुए थे जो कि ईंट को वो क्या कहता बेक किया गया था. So was a big brick were built around each part. The bricks were so well made that they have lasted for the thousand of years. So this brick were made for the thousand of years. This brick were laid in an interlocking pattern. Interlocking pattern means just like this because the time the people are not using the cement, so there was an interlock system just like this. Because if they you thought that they used to take one of the brick is going to be the whole building is going to destroy. No, it will in this kind of situation they were. This is called the interlock system. Just like they used to make their houses over that time without using any kind of cement or you can say that any kind of sand. Interlock pattern they made the walls are so strong. In the some cities, special buildings were constructed on the citadel. For example, in the Mohenjo-daro, a very special tank, which archaeologists call the Great Bath, which I already explained. They used to make a big kind of you can say the swimming pool type of big bath where the number of the people used to take or they used to swim over there and which archaeologists call the Great Bath was built in the area. This was lined up with the brick because now take the example like this is the house. In mid of that house, they used to make the big bathtub in which they used to take the bath. The archaeologists call it as the Great Bath because it is very much big. Was built in that area. This was lined up with the brick coated with the plaster. Now this brick is coated with the plaster and made watertight with a layer of the natural tar. So the watertight layer with what they are using the natural tar. There was the step leading down. It was from the two sides. Now steps were there, and the सीढ़ियाँ थी. The people used to come from the two sides. There were the steps over there. In the that great bathtub, there were the steps leading down to it from the two sides, but there were the rooms on all the sides. Now here is the big bath tub. All the sides were on all the sides they were having their rooms. Water was probably brought in from the well. Now they used to take the water from the well towards that great bathtub and drained out after the use. Now when they use that water, then all the water is drained out from that particular great bath. Perhaps the important people took a dip in this tank on the special occasion. So on the special occasion, they used to take a bath in that special tank, or you can say the great bath. Of the cities such as Kalibagan, Kalibagan is where it is in the Rajasthan, Lothal that is in Gujarat, fire the altars were sacrificed. Many have been performed, and many some cities like Mohenjo-daro, Harappa, Lothal elaborate the storehouse. You can see this picture. This is the Great Bath, and this is the sculpture where you can all where you find the rooms where the earlier the people used to meet. This other side will find by the archaeologists, and this is the one kind of evidence we can say this is the Great Bath, and these are the rooms all over where, and you will find the two sides where they're having the steps. They're going down in this great tub to take the bath, and on the special occasion they also used to go over there to take the bath. Now, houses, drains, and the streets. Generally, houses were either one or two stories high with the rooms built around the courtyard. There are generally the houses were either of one or two stories high with the rooms built around the courtyard. Most of the houses had the separate building area. Yes, they have the separate building area, and some had the wells to supply water, and some of the people having the well to supply the water. Many of the sites have covered it with the drains. All the sites, not I'm saying the manual, all the sites having the drainage system over there. Notice how carefully they were laid out the straight line. Now you can see in this picture how the straight line is made. Uh, uh, you can see in this picture they made the drainage system in a straight line. Earlier the people are not having the idea how they have to make the drainage system, but they used to. In this picture you can say at the Harappan times, like before the 5,000 years, how they make a straight line of the drainage system. Many of the cities have covered in the drains. Notice how carefully this were laid out at the straight line. Although you cannot see it, each drain had a gentle slope so that the water could flow through it. Very often drain in houses were connector doors on the street. Now this, what are the things that the drain had to be center the slope so that the water could not flow through it, because the overflow of the water is not going over there. So the certain flow, the water used to go, they used to give the slope that the water used to come from any of the houses. So it doesn't going to be overflow, it's going into this channel in the straight manner, in the straight line, not a manner, straight line. Very often drain is the houses were connected to those on the street, small drains led into the bigger ones. Now this drain system is connected with the street. As the drain were covered it, inspection holes were provided an interval to clean them. Now they used to provide the holes. If they want to clean this drain line, they can use to clean it over the period of time. All three houses, drains and the streets were probably planned and built at the same time. So they used to make the plan at the proper way. They used to make the plans. Then after that they used to make the houses. They used to make the drains and they used to make the streets. So life in the city, the next topic of this chapter. Harappan city was a very busy place. There were the people who planned the construction of special building in the city. So at that time in the Harappan city, the people were very much busy to build their building. These were probably the rulers. Now these are the what the rulers of the Harappan city. It is likely that the rulers sent the people to the distant land. So the ruler who used to send their people to the distant land means from the Harappan to the another cities to get the metal, to get the precious stones and the other things that they wanted. They may have kept the most valuable objects such as ornaments of gold and the silver or beautiful beads for themselves. So they what they used to put with themselves as a gold, silver and the beads. And there were the scripts. Scribes means to write. The people who know how to write, who have to prepare the seals and perhaps wrote on the mother material that have not survived. Now you're thinking what the seal is. The seal is that the particular ruler who has written some order, so they put that yes, this particular order is passed by me, so they use put the seal, or nowadays we're using a stamp. Beside that, the man and the woman, craft person making all kinds of things, either in their own homes or in the special workshop. So there were the man and the woman, craft person making all kinds of things, either in their homes or in the special workshop. People were traveling to the distant land, so they used to travel the distance. When land means the place which is far away from their own place. So they used to travel for a long distance, and they for what purpose they used to travel for long distance? To take the metals, to take the precious stone, and to take the beads. So returning with the raw material and perhaps stories, many terracotta toys have been found a long time ago. Children may have played with this. Now these are the toys, you can say the terracotta toys. Now you can see this first image where it is written over at that time. Till now, number of the, you can say the archaeologists, number of the calligraphics, number of the people were there. Till today, they don't understand what was written over there. That means that in the Mohenjo-daro period or in the Harappan civilization, people are literate. They have written over the site, but till today, none of the people had described that or they mentioned that what is written over there. It till now it is the mysterious. Now this you can see the Harappan site, which is found by the archaeologists. This is the drainage channels where you can see how they make it in the straight line, and this is the well. Now think about it. That time the people having the idea that what kind of channels they have to make and what kind of well they have to make, because at that time they don't have any kind of techniques. Just with their mindset, with the physical effort, they used to make all these things: this drain channel and the wells. So it is also written over there a street in the Mohenjo-daro with a drain and a well, and the far left, this the picture is there, a Harappan seal. The sign on the top of the seal are the part of the script. This is the earlier form of writing known as subcontinent. Scholars have tried to read this sign, but till today still do not have any idea what this means. Still it is the mysterious. And thus are the terracotta toys which is played by at that time the children used to play with this toys. Now come towards the next, that is the new craft in the city. New craft in the city, the people used to make the ornaments of the bones, of the silver, of the gold and of the beads. So they used to make this kind of ornaments. This is of the bone, and this is of the different beads of the red in color. So let us look at the some of the objects that were made and found in Harappan city. Most of the things have been found by the archaeologists are made up of stone, cell, and the metal, including the copper, bronze, gold, and silver, which I already explained. They used to make the this ornament with gold, silver, and the bones. But they also include that the stone, cell, and metal, copper, and the bronze were used to make the tools, weapons, ornaments, and the vessel. Gold and silver were used to make the ornament in the vessel. Perhaps the most striking finds are those of the beads, weights, and the blades. So they used to make the different things, beads, weights, and the blades. So now you can see the top most this picture, extreme this side, the stone weight. Notice how carefully precise this weight are shaped. This were the made of chud. Like at that time, the people used to for weighting something of a for measuring something. They used this stone. This were the made of chud, a kind of stone. This were the probably used to weight precious stone or the metal. Right? Beads. Many of these were the made up of the cerulean, a beautiful red stone. The stone was cut, shaped, polished, and finally, hole was bored through the center so that the string could be passed through it. Now, what they used to do that the stone is not having a hole over there. So what they used to string, and give some fire to that, then they put that string in the that particular beads by making the hole, and in that hole they used to pass the copper wire. So this is that the beads, many of these were made up of carnelian, a beautiful red stone. This which I already show you. This is the red stone ornament. The stone was cut and shape polished, and finally a hole was bored with the center so that string could be passed through it. Any kind of the string, maybe you can see the gold string, the silver string, or the copper string, and the stone blade for right. Now, the Harappan also made the seals of the stone. Yes, they used to make the seal of the stones, which which you have seen the back side. These are generally rectangular and usually have an animal carved on them. The Harappan also made the points with a beautiful black design, such as one. Now you can see this man with he's wearing the clothes, which is having a very beautiful embroidery over there. This statue till today you will find in the number of the museum, but the real sculpture you will find in the museum. That time, that how the people are such a, you can say, civilized, that they used to cut their beard is in that beard they used to cut, and such a beautiful dress they used to wear at that time. So in this case, the cotton were probably grown in the Mehergarh from about 7,000 years ago. Actual pieces of the cloth were found attached to the lead to a silver vase and some copper object at the Mohenjo-daro. You can see this embroidery cloth, the bottom right this picture. Embroidery cloth, a stone statue of an important man found from the Mohenjo-daro, shown him wearing the embroidered garment. When that time the people know that how to do the creating, how to do the embroidery, how to do make the design with their hands. So that then the people know the how to do the different kinds of handicrafts by which the people used to wear the different kinds of clothes, or you can say that wearing the different types of clothes with the fashion. Now come towards the phalange. What the phalange is, unlike the stone or cell, they were found naturally. Phalange is the material that is artificially produced. Now phalange is that which is artificially produced. A gum was used. A gum was used to show or to shape the sand or the powder quartz into an object. The object were the glass result in a shiny and the glassy surface. The color of the glaze were usually blue or sea green. Crayons was used to make the beads, bangles, earring, and the tiny vessels. So, like if we talk about this one is written over here, made of the terracotta and the faience. So, faience is made with which? The gum and some shape of the sand and the powder they are using. Then they used to make this faience. So you can see over the picture. This is the faience which they used to make with the gum and the other sand particles. By mixing up there, by mixing the powder, then they used to get this faience. They were used to spin the thread. Now they were using this faience to spin the thread. Many of the things were produced were probably the work of the specialist. A specialist is a person who is trained to do only one kind of work. Like the person who is specialized, like if we take the example of a student is specialized in the number of the works, maybe in the studies, maybe in the sports. If we talk about the particular person, that the person is expert in the computers, so we can say that person is specialized in the computers. So we can say over here also the person who is specialized in the particular work, so they also do that kind of work only. The specialized the person who is trained to do only the one kind of work. For example, cutting stone or polishing the beads or carving the seal. Looking at the illustration, see how well the face is carved and how careful the beard is shown. This must have been think of work of an expert and the craft person. Not everyone could have been a specialist. We do not know whether only men were the specialists or only the women were the specialists. Perhaps some woman and the man may be in the specialist. We can't say it whether the men are the specialist. We can't say it whether the women were the specialist. Both the male and the female they do the work, and both are the specialist. That doesn't mean that at that time only the men just do the work and the women are doing the household work. Both the men and female they do the work. Both we can talk about the household work. They do the work of their outside work as well. Maybe we talk about the agriculture, the household, they're earning, they want to sell the things or they want to earn the money. So both the male and female, they do the work and the children used to help them. Now in the search of the raw material, so like we have already come to know that they have to travel for the long distance for the taking the raw material from the different places, just like the silver, gold, precious stone, and the raw materials for the different objects, or you can say the different materials. So raw materials are the substance that are either found naturally. Yes, some of the materials which we found from the natural resource, just like that, like such as wood or the ores of the matters, are produced by the farmer or the herders. There are the other process to produce the finished goods, just like, for example, cotton produced by the farmers is a raw material. That is true that the cotton which is produced by the farmer is a raw material that may be processed to make the cloth. While some of the raw materials that the Harappans used were available locally, many items such as copper, tin, gold, silver, precious stone have to be brought from the distant places, which I already explained, like gold, silver, precious stone, and the raw materials. They have to travel from the Mohenjo-daro to the long distance to take all these things from the different places. The Harappan probably got the copper from the present day Rajasthan and even from the Oman in West Asia, which was mixed with the copper to produce the bronze. So they used to mix these with the copper to make the bronze. May have been brought from the present day Pakistan. Now we used to brought it from the present day Afghanistan and the Iran. Gold could have come from the way of the present day Karnataka. We used to take the gold from the Karnataka and the precious stone from the present day Gujarat, Iran and Afghanistan. Now you can see this picture. How were the goods carried from the one place to the another? So earlier time the people using the bullock carts, the tongas, or you can say on by the foot, they used to take numerous of the raw materials from the distant places to their own places. So this are the look at the illustration. One shows a toy and the other is the seal. So this is the seal. This one is the toy. This one is the seal. Because earlier the people they knew not using the seal of the gold and silver. They're using the seal of the stone. So one shows a toy and the other is the seal. Can you suggest what is mode of the transport used by the Harappan? Well, did you come across the illustration wheeled vehicle and the earlier knowns? Now, so these are the things which we have come to know that the earlier people are using the seal of which is making of the stone rather than you can say gold and silver, because later on when the mine develops, the people start making the seal of the gold, silver, or you can just say the bronze or the copper. Then later on become with the you can say the rubber stamp which we are right now we are using. Now, food for the people in the cities, because the people used to do the agriculture of the different crops by which they used to grow the food for their own self, and the people used to go in the forest as well to get the food, or you can say to get the fruits and the vegetables from the forest. While many people lived in the city, other living in the countryside in the sense that nearby the you can say the city, to grow the crops and rear the animals. This farmer herder supply from to the craft person. Now they used to get a supply from the craft person and herders and scribes and the ruler in the cities. We know from the remains of the plants that the Harappan grew wheat, barley, pulses, peas, rice, sesame, linseed and the mustards. A new tool, the plug was used to dig the earth out for turning the soil, planting the seeds. Now what they're using a new tool, the plug. Now they're using the for plugging the field. Nowadays we are using the X or we are using the machines. Earlier time this is the tongs or this is the you can say the plugging they were using of this tools to plug the or to harvesting their agriculture. So they use this tool to cut their plant, to cut their vegetable, to dug up the land and to cut the agriculture or you can say the harvesting the agriculture. So new tool, the plug was used to dig the earth, which I already tell you that they dug up the earth for turning the soil and planting a seed, while real plugs, which were probably made up of wood, mostly them are made up of the wood. The later they used to make of the stone, the later of they make of the bones, the later they make the of the iron, then after that the copper and the bronze. So while the real plugs, which were probably made of the wood, have not survived, toys models have been found as the region does not receive heavy rainfall. Some of the region which they are not getting the heavy rainfall, so there were the you can say there you will not find the much of the agriculture, much of the vegetation or much of the crops over there because of the moderate rainfall. Some of from the irrigation may have the use. This means that the water was stored and supplied in the field. So what the people used to do that at that time also they used to store the rainwater because if there's some year they don't find any kind of like the seasonal rainfall, or if you don't find any kind of the rain or a single drop of the water, so they used to store that rainwater, or you can say the rainwater harvesting, by which they can use that water for their irrigation purpose, for their household purpose, and for the different uses. So they store the water and supply in the field when the plants were growing. The Harappan reared the cattle, sheep, goat, buffalo, water, and the pasture were available around these settlements. How in the dry summer months, large herds of animals were probably taken to greater distance in the search of grass and water. They also collect the foods like bird. It's given the name of the food is bird, caught the fish, hunted the wild animals and the antelope. So far we have learned that how the people of the Mohenjo-daro have learned what to do and what to not do. So in this first segment of the video, from which the names are there in the earlier cities. The earlier cities means where we find our civilization, which I already explained that our Harappan civilization is considered as one of the oldest civilization of this globe, of this world, which is considered as one of the finest, or you can say one of the best civilization, because at that time the people were not having any kind of technology or the techniques by which they used to make the houses. So the archaeologists think that, the historians think that, the geologists think that the earlier peoples are very much intelligent. They used to make the plan, after that they used to make the house, then they make the great bathing tub, then you can say that they used to make the wells, they used to make the drains, they used to make the streets, they used to know how to do the different types of cropping. They used to know from the long distance, from the distant land, how did they have to take the raw materials, just like the wood, and you could have gold, silver, precious stone, beads, and the raw materials by which they can do, they can, by using that raw material, they can make object and they can sell it. Their man and woman both used to do the work. So how the people are intelligent and how they used to construct their houses by using the brick, because that time also the people know how to bake the brick and they make their houses. And those who are the ruler, they used to make the seal, which is made up of stone, and they used to cap with the they used to cap with the in the house the gold, the silver, the bronze, the copper, and the precious stone. Now we come to know that in the red stone they used to make the hole to pass the string by which they make in the ornament. Then we come to know when we find one of the sculpture from the earth, which is found by the archaeologists, that the earlier times how the men used to cut their beard and they used to wear the embroidery dress, which is made up of the cotton. So the people of that time are very much it is. So far all this thing we have covered in the first segment of the video. I hope you like this video. The rest of the point which is left, we will going to cover in the second segment of the video. I hope you like this video. Thank you.